Doesn't look like
only
it on our
has-
side.
He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that prepared. He is going to. Oh, he can. He's going to unload one of his most powerful spells at all of you.
Fuck.
Magic missile.
Kill.
All right, Majenko flies over. Labrisa, I've got you!
Can he do a flyby heal?
Sure.
Get out! Get out! No!
Sure, he'll go right there.
Body. Already present in the room where you ultimately fought the kind of shade of Scaravingian. That, I think it was
Your cat jumped up on the table with a sock in his mouth, or her mouth, and was walking across the table with a sock in their mouth.
there is a pair of
Yeah.
It's D&D.
And the boots of teleportation.
Mm-hmm.
You could be your own delivery service.
There you go.
I mean,
like
I don't. Unless Naveen, you want it. Sorry.
No, it can go to Delabor. That's okay.
This divvying up is not how I expected it to go.
I don't know. Like,
Looks like it almost bears like an Osiriani style to it. There's a veil over her face. She wears a shawl that is kind of embossed with different jewels at the end of it. She wears long, beautiful, flowing robes of the finest silk. Very elegantly dressed.
far away from, apparently. And switch our map.
Oh.
Say hello to the Forgotten Realms.
Well, some of it at least.
Uh,
Oh, it is.
uh,
Oh, it's
yeah,
all of it.
It's
Holy
the whole effing thing.
Well, it's this whole part of the continent, yeah.
It's the whole part of the continent, yeah.
I'm like the Oprah of action economies.
I am sorry, I am trying to be helping, but
What happened to Trinia?
she just disappeared.
I did.
We lost the kid.
I am not understanding. She just got hit by one of those raisins. She disappeared. She is gone.
And Arabella said I turned to stone?
You were a statue. Welcome back.
You know what? I just give him a hug. A big
Okay.
chalky hug.
Okay.
This is not the time!
If it's a home game situation, and let's say you've gone into it thinking, I've got a really cool idea for a horror one shot, and I'm running it, and the players are just making jokes and things, then this comes back to my number one rule whenever anybody pops into anything that I'm doing, streams or whatnot, and they say, do you get any advice for new players? I say 4 words, and anybody who's from my community who's in chat will repeat them with me now. Talk to your players. Conversation is key. You've got to have that discussion. There is nothing to stop you pausing the game and saying, hey guys, I'm trying to create an ambience of horror here. I've worked really hard at it.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome on in to the old school. Oh, I didn't do the lyric song. I didn't do the song. People are going to be upset if I don't do the song. Hold on. Let me go back.
It's time to say
see some off the pod here. Enjoy some great alerts. We'll have a grand old time here watching Epic Rounds tonight. We love it when we come here. We clip all of the screens. The chat gets kind of trolly on Epic Rounds scenes. But that's an awesome part of the Epic family. So let's enjoy the show now and start another hype train. We'll see the spicy chips fly on the roof. Sensational, inspirational, celebrational, epicational. This is what we call the Epic Show.
All right, we are back. The transition isn't working either. What the heck is up with everything? Nothing's working. Oh, nothing is working, and that's the wrong one anyhow. There we go. There's the right one. I'm a professional, guys. We're professional here. We're professional. Welcome on in, everybody. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated.
Got that going on, which is nice.
Which is nice. Which is nice. Hello, Rockheim, Kirina, Curly Girl Zine, Tamzine, Octavius, everybody, Andy Kiko, welcome on in. Everybody who is in here hanging out. I appreciate all of you for being here and hanging out. I see you guys are chilling and ready for some tabletop role playing. The Old School 3 campaign is a campaign where 3 of us are playing ourselves as characters, which we've done before in multiple other adventures, multiple other RPG systems. This kind of ties all of those strings together in one cohesive story, which we haven't really touched on the other parts of it in quite a while, but don't worry, that will happen probably sooner rather than later. So you definitely want to not miss more episodes of this show. For this little section of the campaign, we have a very special guest GM. You all know him from the Curse of the Crimson Throne. He is our one and only GM Andrew is joining us for this little leg of the story and or adventure. And if Andrew wants to take us away and kind of tell what happened when we arrived and catch us all up, then we can continue.
That's a good question. It's been a while, hasn't it?
It has been a while.
Does anybody remember what was happening? Because I don't. I just was going to show up tonight.
Oh, yeah. No.
Oh, but does that fly here?
Sure.
This is this is off the pod, right?
Yeah. Maybe we should just sit back and chat for a little bit. Just sit back. And
do you just want to sit around and bullshit?
Just sit around and bullshit.
I'm cool with that. The last that we left off, well, I'll go back a little bit further than that to give some more context. You all had left the fire plane. And you appeared in a vast tundra. You were introduced to the town of Thunder Peaks, a burgeoning nation that is coming into its own, it's its own coming of age, rise to power. It's led by a barbarian warlord, Chieftain Frigga of the Thunderborn, and has many followers. You were tasked with an investigation of finding a thieves guild that was peddling a corrupting drug that caused people to disappear in the town. Something you've done before, drug investigations. And so with your expertise, Chieftain Frigga offered payment and paid some down ahead, and essentially it was find where it's coming from, and if you take care of, if you root out the evil that's doing this, there will be extra for you in it for you. Being the virtuous heroes that you all are, you are very likely going to do that anyways. And so you quickly found out that this is just not any typical guild or a typical drug, and that what rots beneath Thunder Peaks is something far more insidious, far more far-reaching than you could have ever anticipated. Gaining visions of a corrupting being beneath the crust of Galarian. You entered into the mind of a troubled individual to learn just how to get here. With help of your friend who is designing D&D in this world, Graham, a scholar and librarian to Thunder Peaks. You got into the mind of Burmese, the village idiot, found a way out, and finding a way out will find you a way in. And so you also, with that, have the added boon of knowing the layout of the area. And it's going to look exactly like what you see on your screen. It is artist rendered. Yeah. So you have the added benefit of knowing the layout ahead of the time.
But it looked like that to us in person.
But it looked like that.
In our characters saw cartoon drawings.
Saw cartoon drawings. I sent you guys a little bit of flavor text and dissection of each of the rooms. So just to refresh you, there's another thing with this game also. The audience has the ability to affect things in the game. You can spend your channel points on certain things like healing the players and making us eat hot chips. I can eat hot chips to heal the bad guys if you decide you want to be particularly sadistic. I'm sure there will be plenty of hot chips to be eaten because I have some nasty surprises in store for them tonight. You can spend your channel points to give mythic points, or allow rerolls, or draw a card from a deck of many things equivalent and completely derail the game.
Usually you pay double for that kind of action, Cotton.
You do.
Am I missing anything? I don't think so.
Pretty much covered it.
And,
so
channel points and all the other alerts.
So the last we left off, all of you were casting spells or using items and swimming down into the waterway entrance to this Thieves Guild. Do people have things marked off that they cast just to kind of remind me of what spells were used?
Let me look.
I was going to ask about that because my character sheet looked like nothing had been used, which is weird because I know I've used stuff.
No, because we went in on a new day, right? So we're rested.
Oh, we had the bottle of air that we got from Balder.
Right.
That we were using. We were passing it between us all.
That's right.
And
that's marked off of my character sheet.
Right. And there's somebody who's coming with us that Brian had gotten to be friends with, right?
There is the local hero of Thunder Peaks, Night Owl.
The
Night Owl. Who you saw before going into the water, has cast a few spells of his own on himself before plunging in after you.
And I gave a water breathing potion to the cat because the cat doesn't have lips to suck off of a bottle of air.
Yes. Yeah. So swimming, that it's a ways, but you have this bottle of air to share between all of you, so breathing isn't necessarily an issue. But the cramped corridors are pretty tough to navigate, especially for the cat. In fact, you probably should roll a couple of escape artists for the cat.
I did realize that I don't necessarily need to have the cat come along. When I get inside, I can just blow my whistle and summon him.
Oh, then that's not an issue.
So
you underwater whistle blowing.
Well, I probably couldn't blow it under. Well, it's a magic light. Maybe I could, but yeah, I just realized that now. So maybe I will save the potion of water breathing.
Well, it lasts hours, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like an hour level.
Yeah. So you swimming through the corridor, summon your cat, negating the whistle negates the need to have it squeeze through these, in some areas, like 4-foot wide tunnels. And you enter into a room which is unsurprisingly still completely underwater. There are 2 pitch black tunnels that came through, but the room that you're in has some light in it, because just above the doorway to this room that leads in, that you remember escaping through, is a carving of what appears to be an anglerfish, and its lure illuminates the space with a dim light orb. The door itself appears to be chained in an X across it with a padlock at the center.
And we did learn what the monster is because we scryed on the room, right? And the area. We did the 4 ascents, and then we scryed on a plant that's in the area, and we're able to see it because it was the plant, and it took like 3 times before we realized it was like a body snatcher type situation. Or at least that's the way Nick explained it to the rest of us.
Yeah, yes. That's not specifically the fish head here, but you are aware of that in the area.
Yeah, that's not the fish head, but I was just reiterating that because I couldn't remember if you mentioned it. You might have mentioned it.
Does this area we're in, is there a little pocket of air on, like, along the ceiling, or is it completely filled with water?
There is no air here. It is filled floor to ceiling with water. In fact, to get to it, you had to swim down slightly through these passageways.
I'm going to motion for everyone to get within basically touch range of myself. I'm going to use my lesser silent rod, and I am going to cast delay poison on all of us.
Nice.
Cool.
Andrew, would you mind creating a buff page in the journal? Thank you.
There you go. So you're including Night Owl on that?
Correct. And that will last for 9 hours.
And you're including the Night Owl in that, right?
Yes.
So you're including the Night Owl in that, right? I'm just kidding.
Nope.
Well, you didn't answer for Andrew, so I figured I'd just ask.
Oh, I shook my head. But and I
just thought
might
it'd be funny if all 3 of us asked.
Do
Doctor?
Another buff. I just got to reread it.
Blind GM wants to know if you're including the Night Owl in that.
No.
There you go.
I will then also use another charge to cast. Nick, you don't have like low light vision or anything. You just usually rely on your sword, correct?
Correct. Which still
I will
works
cast
underwater.
it
Funny enough.
on. So I can do myself and 3 others. Normally I would include Toivo on this, but I think I'm gonna include our owl friend. I'm gonna cast Brightest Night. It will also last 9 hours. It gives you low light vision. If you already have low light vision, you can now see 4 times as far in dim light rather than 2 times. And creatures within 10 feet of you do not gain concealment from darkness or like dim light.
Nice. That's awesome.
Cool. You will have to remind me probably of those effects.
I'm gonna write it down on my thing. Deepest night.
Brightest night.
Brightest. I'm like, is this a Green Lantern reference?
That's one reason why I took it. Yes, but it is a really cool spell.
It is. It is.
So let me just quick mark off that those are casted, and that I've used 2 charges on my lesser silent rod. Okay. And those are kind of all the buffs I have.
And low light means you need to have light in order for it to work, right?
Yeah, you can just see farther out, which is huge because your sword gives off 20 feet of normal, 20 feet of dim.
Yeah, it's like a torch.
Well, now you'll be able to see 40 feet of dim.
Nice.
Okay. Any other spells to cast?
I got none.
I don't,
At least no long duration ones.
Yeah, most of mine are that's actually not true. I'm going to cast well, where the fuck is it? The thing that shares all my teamwork feats with everybody. Shared training. I'm gonna cast shared training.
What's the duration on it?
It's I have a mythic thing where it basically lasts all day. It lasts like 23 hours or 22 hours.
Okay. And can you get all 4 of us?
I can get.
And the Blind Jam would like to know if you're including Night Owl and all that. Asking for a friend.
1 willing target for every 3 levels. 3, 6, 9. I can get 3 of you. So it'll just be a U3. Unless one of you thinks that I should give it to the Night Owl instead of one of you. Oh, no, 3. That would be 3. Because I get it and my cat gets it. So yeah, everybody would get
automatically,
it.
Yeah.
And while I'm at it, you know what? I'm just going to do it now. I'm going to also cast Greater Magic Fang on my cat. Which will last hours, I believe, because of my mythic ability. Because it's got a duration. Double check where my thing is, but yeah.
Okay. Bam, those are all saved in the buffs.
Enduring Blessing. Nope, Magic Fang will not do that. It's just the other one. The other one is 24 hours. Any spell with 10 minutes or longer lasts 24 hours.
Oh, okay. Are you going to cast Greater Magic Fang then yet or no?
No, because that is 1 minute a level.
I was going to say, it will last you a few minutes anyway.
Yeah, that'll last me 9 minutes. So in 1 level, I'll be able to cast it because then it'll last at least 10 minutes. And then it'll last 24 hours. But for right now, it'll only last 9 minutes. So I have to gain 1 more level.
Okay. So I have it written down that it's in for 9 minutes.
So yeah, it will last for 9 minutes when I cast Magic Fang. But my shared training will last for all of you.
Awesome.
24 hours.
If there's a relevant feat that comes up for the Night Owl in a situation with your teamwork feat, remind me or let me know.
Okay, it's
I don't know
mostly
what all
just flank.
feats you have.
Yeah,
And I
he's-
won't remember. And I won't remember
Yeah,
if you tell me
it's
now.
basically flanking, all flanking stuff. So flanking. Oh, an escape route. He can move through. If he moves through our threaten, any place that we threaten, if he moves through it, it doesn't provoke. So if we're in a big line, we can run back and forth through all of our squares without provoking at all. So
Andrew knows escape route well.
I abuse that.
this shared trading is really awesome for some of these. So I can't wait to get another teamwork feat.
So you see a door with a padlock and chains over it.
I will
blah 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 blah. I point to that.
Detect magic, and then just study to see if it's trapped.
Well, you do detect magic, the presence of magic in your first round, and the second round, the lure is magical, and it is a very faint aura of magic.
Okay. And then round 3.
I'm sure you can get this. It's
spell.
a light spell.
Yeah. But nothing on the lock itself.
Nothing magical on the lock.
Okay.
If you'd like to inspect it, you can roll a perception check.
I will. I do have Trap Spotter as well.
I'm going to use Pathfinder to say I can knock it open if you like.
My take a 10 for Trap Spotter is 30 plus a D8.
Okay. Are you taking a 10?
Yeah, I normally just take a 10. This way it's easier for the GM.
Okay.
And then there's 20 D8s that you can just add to the first 20 Trap Spotter checks if you need them.
Okay, so 32?
Yeah. And what I will do is I'll snip that and just send it to you in a message.
Okay.
And this way you'll have them.
Looking at the door, the lock on the door it appears rusty, underwater. Duh. It's not the cleanest water here. There's sediment everywhere. So it looks pretty rusty. However, and the lock is of average quality. However, because of it doesn't look like it's opened often and the environmental effects, it is about as difficult to open as a good quality lock.
Because it's rusted shut.
Yeah, because it's rusted shut and it's all messed up. Also, looking at the door, you can feel that there is a slight pressure differential that kind of has a gradual current towards any seams in the door. Meaning, if you open the door, the water's going to push all of you in. Which means that the room next to you probably isn't completely underwater.
How high from the top of the ceiling is the doorway? Is it right at the top? Is it?
So the doorway goes about 5 feet. And then at the top of the doorway, there's another 5 feet where that angler head is.
Okay.
With the light lure. But as you're looking at that, something else catches your attention. Not the door, but the fish. Its mouth is open, and you can see, looking at the lure, there's a hinge like right at the base where the lure meets its actual skull, stone skull. And you can see looking into its open mouth, it looks like there's some sort of hinge that goes into the wall, into whatever the next room is.
Does it appear that there's also kind of that water current going in there too? Like water's passing through? Like it could be like a defunct trap, or does it look like it is some sort of trap?
It doesn't. The Lord does not appear to be a trap.
Okay.
What is your engineering base?
13.
It appears to be some kind of lever.
Okay.
But it is kind of hidden. You didn't notice it immediately.
Okay. I will point that out that there's a lever, and kind of point to everyone where it is.
But whatever the actual mechanism of this lever is in the next room.
Oh, okay.
Like whatever it does is something in the next room.
Over there. Okay. I will sign back to you because you did ask a question, Brian, about using your chime. I'm going to say, since we have time, let me try to pick it, because that chime is probably better in like an oh shit situation.
I don't have a chime.
Oh, sorry, your knock spell.
That's fair.
Wonder how a chime would work underwater anyhow.
Magic.
Blink.
Kind of like that.
So I will begin to pick the door. And you said this was considered a average or above average because of the damage?
It is considered, it is average, but because of the damage, it functions as a good lock.
So it's what, 2d4 rounds?
Yes.
So a 39. I'm guessing I make it. It's just going to take time.
Yep.
6 rounds.
Okay. You are able to pick the lock. It is different underwater lock picking.
Yeah.
And you need somebody to pass the air bottle to you while you're working on it. Like you don't have hands free for that.
Yep. Someone needs to feed me the air bottle.
But you do hit the right tumbler and the lock pops open. And as it pops open, you can see one of the chains is attached. They all kind of retract to allow access to the door.
Okay. As they retract, does that do anything with those hinges on the mouth? Like, are they connected to that mechanism somehow?
It does not appear to be.
Okay.
Let me think. It does not appear to be, no.
Okay. I will look to everyone and kind of sign brace yourselves, because this thing's gonna.
Is there anything to grab onto?
Yeah, I mean, I'll try latching onto the wall as best I can.
Yeah, and I'm just looking to see if I have anything.
Give me an intelligence check.
Ooh.
Matt.
Straight intelligence?
Yeah.
an 11.
Sticking with an 11.
No, I'm gonna spend an inspiration point
Okay.
to add a D8 onto that. A 14.
Okay. With a 14, you pick the lock, you retract the chains. The chains feel like they're going into a spool, like they're like there's something in the wall that pulls them together, like it's spring retracted, and that kind of sets off your trap tingling sense.
Okay.
You know a trap hasn't been activated, and your mind just keeps pulling you back towards that lure and that hinge. Like
Okay.
there's something I'm missing that's got to be important.
Oh, so the trap could be on the other side of the door. I will move the lantern thing up to maybe try to reset whatever that mechanism is.
The lure?
Yeah, because you said there's the lure that came up, or was it the jaw that came?
No, the jaw is fixed open.
Okay.
The lure looks like you can grab it and pull it down, and you can see up inside of the skull, because it's partially the mouth, it's partially hollow in there, is a hinge that goes from the wall to the lure.
Okay, so yeah.
So it looks like it can be pulled down.
Yeah, so I'll do that. I will pull that down.
You hear a clicking sound.
Okay. And I'll just kind of look at everyone and like I'll point to myself and like I'm gonna go into the door.
Okay.
And how does the door open? Is there like a door handle, or is there
There's a like a wheel, like a vault wheel almost.
like what you'd see on a submarine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll start turning that.
Okay. What's your strength?
It is a 17.
Easily. You pull open the door and you are able to, you feel the tension release off of it, and once you get it to a certain point, the door just flings open.
Okay.
Do
you want me to make a swim check to
everybody can make a swim check, a reflex save if you're trying to hold on to something.
I would like to make the swim check to kind of like ride it in.
Okay.
And I can always take 10s on my swim, so I have a 19.
Myself and the cat have a +6 for swimming.
I have a +9 for swimming, and I got a 12.
Well, 24. 20.
Those are swim checks for me and the cat.
Okay.
Just because they're going to be better than our reflex save.
And Matt, what is your swim check?
19.
19. So you try to write it in, and you're going in one way or another. So it kind of tumbles you a bit, and you are pulled into the room. Brian, are you trying to fight the pull, or
I was, but I did not do
you are just ripped from your spot and flushed into the room?
Okay.
Nick, Toivo, both of you are able to fight the current or ride the current in if you wish. And Night Owl. is pulled into the room.
Yeah, we'd
You
probably
might
stay
need-
on the other side of the door because the cat would probably hit and then like not have an easy time getting through.
Yeah. So in this room, those of you who are inside of it now, you see this flooded chamber is unusually clear for being standing water. There's a single narrow stone stairway that rises from the waist-deep water. The door that leads from this room, which is the one you came through, features a centered wheel with 3 handles on each side. And you notice inside the room, there are small holes along the walls and floors below the water line. And water is still rushing in.
I'm gonna start to swim because we know that there's like the stairwell coming up.
Yep. Are you being stealthy?
As soon as I get out of the water, yes, but like I don't think you can really like stealth swim unless
Sure.
you're saying I can try to stealth swim.
Well, I would say like a stealth swim if you went underneath the like the surface of the water.
Yeah,
You could be pretty quiet that way.
yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I imagine if you ask some Navy SEALs, they'll probably tell you they can be stealthy.
That's
Yeah.
true. Uh, 43.
Wow. Okay. So you get to like right here and you peer around and you see this.
Okay, so the stairs don't kind of impact being able to see.
No, not really.
Okay. I'll motion.
Because it's a gradual stairway up. So you're like at eye line level when you stand up with like the top of the floor.
Oh, okay. I'll hand sign that there are. Can I recognize what that creature is? Do you want me to make some type of check?
A knowledge arcana.
Okay. Uh, 42.
Wow. So this creature, a blue-green neck frill kind of sweeps back from the head of this dragon, leading to a body of shiny scales and fin-like crests. This is a brine dragon.
So actual dragon.
It is an actual dragon,
Okay.
but it's pretty small. It's only about the size of you.
Okay.
So it can't be too old. You're guessing probably a juvenile.
Okay.
What do you think? Are dragons usually pretty rare or common or normal?
Brine dragons, I think, would have that +5 DC because we're not in Tianza.
This would be a place, well, especially in this tundra, that they're not too common.
Yeah.
So
Well, this is probably the only one.
20, so the DC is a 23, but you get a 42.
42.
So you know that it is a juvenile brine dragon. It's a medium dragon with the water subtype.
Okay.
You know I think that's 3 things about this creature. You hit dragon traits, which means like their senses. They have blind sense out to a certain range, which you are probably just skirting that range.
Yep. Energy resistances.
It has no resistances.
Okay. Immunities.
It is immune to acid and the dragon traits of paralysis and sleep.
Okay. And any weaknesses?
No specific weaknesses, but I will tell you that it's doesn't have a spectacular touch AC.
Okay.
It relies on having heavy scales and armor that block. That block attacks.
Okay. I will transfer what information I can through Pathfinder sign. So I can see.
I say, are they evil? I'm pretty sure they're not evil, right? They're not evil.
I shrug.
Oh, you probably would get alignment with the dragon traits for this creature.
Yeah.
You know that they are not evil, they are lawful neutral.
Okay. I will respond that, but also say they could be some type of weird plant zombie.
I nod.
What is this? I can see like a third of this token.
There's a person in there.
Okay,
Actually,
human or...
with your 40, you can hear a feminine voice that is talking to someone.
Okay.
Thank you for the bad feeling about this grinder.
I will say it is not alone. There's at least one other person in there. And
Nick, are you shutting the door?
Behind us?
Yeah.
Will water just continue to build up?
Yes. But it looks like the water level in this room isn't changing.
Then I probably will leave it open because we have to go back out this way. And if we have to come back and we have to open it and that water hits us.
Oh, like pushes us back?
Yeah, we'll open the door and get, like, if we're running from bad guys or something and we get to that door and we open it and it just pushes us into bad.
Matt, now that you're in this room, you can roll your perception and take 10 as a 30 plus 6, 36.
Oh, yeah, because you have the chart. Yep.
You can make a knowledge engineering check.
Then I was like, well, maybe that might be a good idea. We could open it and step aside and have it blast people chasing us.
Oh, I didn't hit R. Oh, I rolled bad. Only a 15.
Oh, okay. Well, now that you're in this room, you can see that there is some sort of trap in this room. The little holes in the wall and floors and up to the water level appear to be repeatedly draining the water that's in this room. You look and you can see that there is something on the inside of the above the door frame that coincides close to where that hinge is. And then standing at the stairs, you can see that there are several grooves in the stair that kind of line up with each stair along the wall on each side. So like it goes like this. There are grooves on each wall.
Okay.
That's like one.
So this might be set up as a room to, like,
3,
fill with water, trap someone in here and drown them.
I would like to roll disable device to try to understand it more. And if I can roll high enough to be able to kind of take it over.
I'm going to say it's going to be a little more difficult because you failed your engineering, so you're not 100% sure.
That works.
But go ahead and roll.
A 30.
Are you sticking with a 30?
I will. Yeah, I think I want to get this one in case we need to use it as an escape. I have to spend a mythic point, however, because I already did my free inspiration. That is also a D8. Only a 32.
Okay. Hard mode +2. That is +5 difficulty, and the one that is you bypass the trap or you beat it, or is it 10?
Thank you, Toasty
I am
Toesies.
checking. Give me 1 second.
We've been trying to reach you about your Bard's extended warranty.
I'm a scald.
Thank you, Sometimes Scroll, for contributing to the Jump Scare Stream Challenge. While Matt's doing that, we've got 3 channel point challenges going on, so feel free to participate in any of them if you'd like.
The road beats the trap by 10. Uh-oh. Could be trying to eat some chips.
Oh no, spicy chips. I don't know about that. Rock on Daniel.
Dang it! I should have saved my
So close.
I just wanted to get up on the board. That's all.
Get up on the board.
Yeah.
Eat. Well, we can't eat yet. The chide train hasn't started. No.
Uh-oh.
There it is.
If I'm been to Cotton Eye Joe, bum, 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 bum. I've been married a long time ago. Bum, 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 bum.
It's a hype train, isn't
Where
it?
did you go? Where did you go from Cotton Eye Joe?
Holy, we're already at level 3, or almost to
Holy
level 3.
crap.
Oh, is that
know what
3
balls I
chips?
have.
2 chips.
This is 2 right now. It'll be 3 if we complete the level 3.
You guys are awesome.
All right, 2 chips for everyone participating. Mine are so stale. There's no flavor when they're stale, and they're hotter.
Mine's stale as shit.
Toasty Toasty said that they're worse when they're...
shows up and swings at you.
Nerdy Clip is my favorite. I know.
Scrapes across your armor as you cast your spell.
Bleh.
Mithril breastplate, bitch.
Stale chip, bitch.
I don't know why you guys moan about these chips, because they suck, Toasty. It's not our fault you have no taste buds.
They're just gross when they're stale.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're kind of nasty when they're stale.
Eating these stale chips makes me think. Very bad thoughts.
Mithril Breastplate is my favorite alert. Nice.
So Matt, with hard mode, or the increased difficulty, which was +2, you get enough to... Oh,
That's another
man.
chip. Dave the Barber gets a gifted sub.
You're giving subs and you're not eating chips.
I threw mine away because they were stale.
That is no excuse. That is cheating. You're supposed to keep those. No heals for you.
No heals for me then, I guess. I'll heal myself.
Let's get ready to...
I'm glad I got these glasses on so they've got the glare from the... So you can't see me crying.
Yep, they hide the tears.
Yeah, hide the tears. The worst part is right before this happened, it's like, man, I'm kind of hungry. I need a snack. This is not what I wanted. Not what I wanted.
Blech. That was gross tasting.
Gross and hot.
They're hotter than I remember it being.
They're hotter when they're stale. They're hotter when they're stale.
Okay. You don't get high enough to bait the
That's got me.
to take over the trap. but you do get high enough to know what it does and potentially disable it if you're looking to deactivate it.
Okay. Yeah. What does it do?
This trap is known as an eel broil trap. It is activated by opening the door without pulling the lure. When you open the door, the water pressure pulls you in. That's not really a part of the trap. That's just well, it sort of is. It forces you all in the room. Then the stairs retract to right here and create a wall that walls off the room so that stairs sink in. Then, kind of as you're feeling by the jets,
the
water fills with water and the room starts to heat up. Eventually, this room goes to a boil over 5 rounds and fills up. Very fitting.
Matt just wants some more chips is all. Matt wants more steel chips.
The room boils for 4 minutes. Boiling water is 10d6 scalding damage each round for those totally immersed. So
boiling water. Wow.
That's a real shitty trap. I would like to disable that. Okay.
You know that you can disable it.
Do it, Grinder.
Easily enough.
Do it, Grinder. Grinder's offering to DoorDash you some spicy chips, Brian, so you don't feel left out.
I don't think he's feeling left out. I think he's enjoying being left out.
I have 2 bags of hot chips. I don't need any more.
So now that you bypass the trap, you don't have to listen to the drowning Sega Genesis music I uploaded for everyone here, just in case you had triggered it.
Wait. I want to hear it, though. I still want to hear it. Blind Jam wants to hear it, too.
Did you hear it? I played it.
Yep.
I didn't hear it.
So you see that guy
I
shows
heard
up
it.
and swings at you, and it scrapes across.
I might
your
have my
armor
audio
as you
turned off for it.
Cast your spell.
Cool.
I heard
Mithril
it.
breastplate, bitch.
Master music volume is maxed.
Oh.
It was quiet, but I heard it.
Oh. Did not
It didn't come through on the stream. It must have just come through on Zoom.
It's in Roll20.
Yeah, it's in roll 20, and I didn't hear it at all, so that's why I didn't go through on stream because.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Because I didn't hear it. Try it again. Oh, haha, I have. Okay, do it again. I found out what's wrong. Do it again. Here we go.
Jeez.
And that's where we drown. Thank you, everybody, for the level 3 completed hype train. All of us ate 3 chips. Well, almost all of us ate 3 spicy chips. For thanks.
One of us getting it DoorDash to them.
We'll don't worry. We'll get them a bag next time. We'll make sure to get them a new bag, and we'll put a note on there. Do not throw it away.
Yeah, so you know what the trap in this room does. You can see that there's a dragon in the room far across.
Okay.
And
I'm
it's looking off to the side, but it's facing you, so it has straight view to you.
Yeah. There's no way to get by it.
Not without some swift thinking.
So, do we have to go in and fight? Do we catch him by surprise? As I'm hand gesturing that. And then I look at the owl, who has no idea what we're saying.
Yep. I will say, if you think you can talk to him, Nick? Like that's kind of your thing. Go ahead. I mean, it's a dragon, so like we can't even go invisible to get by it because it's gonna still sense us.
You're saying this all in Pathfinder sign?
Yeah, all in Pathfinder sign.
I will whisper quietly to the owl person that there's a small brine dragon which isn't necessarily evil and some other creature in the next room. And this room was trapped.
Oh, you know what? I'm missing something super obvious. Everybody can roll a perception check. Except for Matt, you automatically hear this.
Okay.
Bum, 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 bum. My mouth is burning.
19.
My mouth is
19, okay.
burning.
16. Okay.
Does it matter for the cat?
You can roll for the cat if you want. And Night Owl automatically makes this.
Because he's a freaking owl. I like that picture of Night Owl, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So only Toivo doesn't notice this, which is strange because it's blaring to all of you. You can hear the sound of something screeching or screaming or panicked sounding roars coming from down the hall and to the northwest-ish.
So like coming from here or more coming from here?
Coming from like from here.
Okay.
I'll hand side to you, Matt. Was that the dragon?
I'll shake my head no.
It's constant.
We might be able to use that sound to sneak in. And then I go, oh, dragon. All right. I mean, I can try to talk to it, but I don't know if it's going to help.
I mean,
I can help as well.
Yeah, you two go up, and I will sit back here listening.
Oh, I see it straight ahead. So it might be up
Yeah.
and to the right. I will still, once I get out of the water, I'll start to stealth.
Okay.
And I will actually change my animal focus to owl, which will give me a bonus on my stealth.
I will be sneaky as well. I got a 24 for the sneakiness.
And the cat got a... I got a 29 and the cat got a 25.
Okay.
And I kind of want to go to there and then like peek around the corner.
So I'll move you like this, but you know the general layout of this area. There's a hallway that leads north, and then you know it curves into another room.
Yeah. All right.
The dragon does not. It appears distracted at the moment.
Okay.
Like you're in its blind sense range, but it is currently engaged in conversation with someone, and there's a sound of something screeching to the north.
Can I tell what their conversation is?
No.
Okay. Well, I know that area north is kind of a dead end-ish area, right?
Is it
Oh, it leads
possible
to
to
other
make
rooms.
Right, but there's nothing there. That's not like the end. That's not the location we think stuff's at, right?
I think the problem is we don't really know where stuff's at
Okay.
in the real
I
world.
hand sign to you. That if we stealth, the dragon is distracted. We could sneak around the corner here out of its range and see what's in those other rooms without alerting anyone.
I nod. Andrew, can we roll linguistics to try to at least identify the language being spoken?
Yeah. I don't think you're gonna get much words because the dragon doesn't have lips.
Honestly, I'm not even necessarily worried about it. I'm just curious what language they're speaking. I'm not necessarily trying to decipher what they're saying necessarily. I'm just
So
more trying
if
to
they're
identify
speaking ancient Cthulhu, then we have something more to worry about.
Exactly.
With a 10, you believe the best you can tell it appears to be common. As you are standing there, you look and can see that the dragon's gaze appears to be turning in all of your direction. Just as Nick kind of like slips into the north corridor, what do you do?
All of a sudden I can't see from my token.
Ruh-roh.
Did I break it?
Probably.
That's weird. That moving.
You still can't see?
Oh, I see. It's a okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I see now. I see better now. I see it was a hallway, but like the hallway behind me doesn't show. It's weird.
Yeah, it does that on my map too, where it just is kind of black.
But then I can see Toivo, so it's weird.
Well, that might be because of the light. The hallway is dark. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Oh, you do. Okay.
60 feet in point of fact.
Okay, then there.
Okay, that makes a little more sense. And then just to verify, this is the brine dragon?
Yes. So you are approaching the dragon?
I'm gonna nod to Nick. And then yeah, I'm gonna
So you get to the this crossroad there as you're approaching, and its gaze was turning, and it's looking right at you, and it kind of like raises.
Hello.
What are you doing here? You are not supposed to be here. You can hear the conversation stops in the other room, and it kind of makes a motion.
Well, I admit I did get a little bit turned around. But to be fair, I was sort of looking for you and your group.
Everybody can roll perception checks.
Oh yeah. Shit's gonna happen.
And the dragon makes like a gesture. Brian, since you are where you are, you can roll a linguistics.
All right.
I got a 31 for my perception. The cat has no fucking clue what's going on.
Perception, I got a 23, and then for linguistics, I got a 13.
Okay.
Seems to me you must be in need of my help.
So, as you're saying that, with a 13, and I'm giving you a circumstance bonus because you speak something, you're fluent in something that is very similar to this.
Gotcha.
It is not Pathfinder sign, but it is like a type of thieves' cant that he is signaling to other people in the group. And it's essentially a motion that conveys intruders.
Okay.
But he does it in a way that Matt, you have visual to him. None of you hear anything else in the room, but those who have visual, which I think Matt is right at the corner there, and Brian, you are, he does it in a way that is signaling to more than just the person that was next to him.
Gotcha. After all, if I was able to get this far, well, it seems to me that you might need a bit of a security upgrade.
Make a diplomacy check. Uh-huh.
Let's see here. Where's my 12, 15. 28.
You can see his chest kind of like heaving, and you can see that there's like a little bit of acidic foam at the corner of his mouth. He's like just holding back a breath weapon on you. With a 27, you're able to make that diplomacy check of him not to incinerate you with acid.
And I'll hold my hands up.
And he kind of, as you say that, and he's foaming at the mouth, he says, "I'll take that under consideration."
Well, that's not the only thing you should take under consideration.
You do hear somebody moving in the other room, and the sound, all of you hear the sound of a door opening.
Ah, shit.
Well, there's only 2 doors in that room.
And the one you're looking at is not opening. I think you have visual to one.
Oh, I do over kind of here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one leads to the main.
Yeah, where we think the big bad will be.
May I make a suggestion for you? I mean, you have a decent operation going here, but admittedly, it's gotten to the point where you're pissing off the chieftain. And you and I both know, well, she's pretty brutal on how she does things. Now, the way I figure it, she's already hired investigators to start searching you out. And I believe they have a pretty good idea where you're at right now.
Do they? And why is that? He says, and his draconic eyes flick between you and the cat behind you.
Well, because for starters, even as intelligent as and clever as you are, it's only a matter of time before things get discovered.
While Brian is talking, I am letting Tango out of his familiar satchel
Okay. Sure.
and perching him on my shoulder.
Are you able to drag a mini onto here for him?
I think I should be able to.
So he said, "Do and why is that?" And did you answer him?
Yeah, because even for a creature as intelligent as yourself, eventually you'll be discovered. Your men on the street are already
He holds
starting
up
to
a
be,
clawed hand, a clawed paw,
and
as
I'll
you
stop.
take that step.
Your men on the street, they're already starting to get picked off.
You're
Off your-
close enough now. You hear a door closes.
Okay. If you want your organization to survive, you have to adapt. I can help you with that.
Make another diplomacy check.
We call this talking out of our collective asses. But I got a 30, so that's not horrible.
The dragon chews on water that is actually acid. And what do you propose, interloper?
Well, this location has been compromised. But as you know, Sarkoris being Sarkoris, there's all sorts of hidey holes and shit that we can find out there to hide in. You may also want to hire some new recruits, at least the ones that don't hit the street as often. Maybe rotate their shifts a little bit.
The dragon, you can roll a sense motive on it.
I would love to. Let's see. Sense motive is based off perform singing, so that is 8, 17. 39.
The dragon's demeanor has gone from hostile to annoyed, and now has gone to somewhat amused.
Okay.
Entertained that this guy swam up from the river and has started making a used car salesman pitch to improve the defenses of their thieves guild.
Internally, Brian's heartbeat is going like. But yeah,
I'd like to
that's all.
peek around the corner where I'm at while that conversation is going,
Yeah.
just to see if the door's opened or shut.
Yeah. So you can see the door is closed, and as you are moving up that way, the screeching, which has continued, is getting louder. Like you're getting closer to it. I will remind everybody, well, I will ask everybody, do you remember what all your objectives are here?
Get rid of the plant.
To try to get the the Triceratops baby back, which that's probably what's screaming.
That is a good guess.
Eliminating the Thieves Guild.
Yeah.
Like, we're here. We're not reporting anymore. We need to just cut this. Not only cut the snake's head off, but destroy the rest of the body. We need to eliminate them, even more so if they're all plant possessed.
Right.
Pod people.
Okay. I was looking to see if you remembered the baby Triceratops bit.
Yeah.
That's good.
I did not, so I'm glad you did, Matt.
So, Nick, you can see the door is closed.
I have the capability of speaking with animals and understanding animals. Is it screaming stuff that I can understand? As if it were an animal? Or an animal, a vermin, fey, or elemental?
Well, you do catch that it is an animal, but trying to interpret the
Right.
meaning of its scream is like when you get jump scared in the morgue game and
Right. But it is something. Okay.
yeah, it's not language, it's just terrified screaming. What are you doing, Matt, while Brian is kind of talking?
Does the cat have to squeeze
How
through
does
the
that?
hallway? Sorry.
It would have to squeeze in those squares.
I am looking to see what I have that could best be used to eliminate a dragon as quickly as fucking possible.
Okay. Brian, continue.
I'm actually gonna sit down on the steps. And kind of settle myself a little bit, but I'll stretch my wings a little bit in hopes that I may provide some visual cover for those behind me to get in position, whatever that is.
How much of this room can you see now?
I can see the door over here, and I can see up to this corner here. So I see this table, and I see the dragon. I don't see the door over here, but I know there is one because it was open, and then I saw further for a brief moment.
Okay. So looking in this room, probably enough that I can give you some text of what it looks like in here. It's a break room of sorts and is lined on 3 sides, though you can't see all of them, with bookshelves that are stuffed with maps, tomes, and scrolls. Flanking 2 doorways flank a table that is covered with sheaves of paper with hastily scrawled notes on their surface, which is on the break room. It looks like a break room.
Gotcha.
So your suggestion is we back up and leave?
Temporarily, until the chieftain's mood is directed elsewhere. Which will give you also enough time to probably hire a few extra people, train them, figure out schedules to rotate them so they're less often seen selling the shit that you're selling.
And who sent you?
Well, let's just say I'm a person who likes searching for opportunities.
Make a bluff check.
So the good news is it's based off my singing. 29.
Nice.
Shit.
Which is probably what you say. When you look with how high your sense motive is, you can see that there's like a realization that something you're hiding, like something's clicking in his head. You probably actually say that as he his chest fills and he says, "I think not, lackey of the chieftain." And I need everyone to roll a niche.
Yep. Hope you guys got close enough.
Do you want me just to have Tango go when I go?
If do you plan on having him do anything big or intricate on his turn?
No, he's
Then-
literally just going to be aiding my armor class.
Okay, then no.
Okay.
We'll probably have Toivo go on a different turn, though.
All right, I'm in.
Okay. Night Owl goes at a. Not good.
Thanks for the lurk, Pop Tart. Welcome on in.
Oh, Nick rolled but didn't add. 9.05
That's
and
a fun name. Wow, it's Butter.
Wow, it's a Pop Tart.
I like that.
03.
That's fun.
Sorry, you're right. I didn't
Okay.
add.
I got it.
I was responding to something.
Okay. All the baddies.
Thank you for the lurk, Della. Welcome in. All of the baddies. You mean just one, right? Just the dragon. There isn't anybody else in the.
Right. Just the one.
Just the one.
Just one. Nobody else. Uh, mm, oh, this is not good.
Uh-oh.
For them,
So
right?
the
Yeah,
right for them.
For them.
Yep. Here is the only initiative. A 24 the dragon goes at.
Shit. I'm getting breath weapon.
You are getting breath weapon.
It's gonna hurt.
Might hurt. It might not hurt. It might just tickle.
Yeah. Like an octopus. There would just be one tickle instead of 10, though.
Matt, you are first.
Okay.
Good point. Matt can kill it. Avenge me.
So I move up.
I was really hoping
And
I'd go first.
I am going to unbalancing trick it. You're muted.
When you come into this room, what senses do you have?
All the normal human senses.
Okay. You can make a perception check.
Well, and I guess trap spotter, but
It is not a trap.
a 39.
Ooh. You can see there is an outline of somebody moving right there.
Ooh.
Somebody
okay.
is invisible there.
Okay, good to know.
Yay, nat 20s.
I will say invisible person in the corner to my left.
Out loud or in hand side?
Out loud.
Okay.
I'll let him know they're seen. And then as a swift action, I spend a mythic point to arcane strike my weapon.
Okay.
I am going to give it the bonus that gives me a bonus to my trip attack.
Okay.
And I am going to try to trip the dragon.
Okay.
20 plus 16. Nat 20 for a 40.
You trip the dragon.
I provoke, when he trips, he provokes an attack of opportunity. I use my trip attack for my attack roll on him.
Okay, so it's a nat 20 to hit him then?
Yeah, so I have to roll to confirm.
Mm-hmm.
37 to confirm.
You confirm.
Okay.
It's 3 nat 20s, 2 nat 20s in a row. That's nice.
Right?
Plus
Matt can avenge me anytime.
4.
Avenge you before it's time to be avenged.
Wow. I mean the dragon goes next, so hurtings are coming my way.
10 damage.
Good.
I then am gonna spend an amazing mythic point for amazing initiative.
Okay.
To get a snack and things took a turn. Yeah, they took a turn. All it took was one failed bluff check.
So I will now study strike it and then attack.
Okay. Brian got outed as a narc, but he was pretty close.
I thought you were going to start saying that you just wanted a cut of the profits. So anyway, that's where I thought you were going with that. No, I know about your thing, and I wanted in. That's where I thought you were going.
Well,
And he is
kind of
he is prone, correct? Do you want me to add in the? Do you want me to do the +2, or you just reduce the AC by 2?
It's his AC goes down by 4 from being prone, but I'll count it on my end.
Cool. Oh,
Ah,
that's like super shitty, and I am willing
to use
with
your
the powers.
Okay.
34.
You hit.
Okay. 4. 12 more damage.
Okay.
And that is what I do.
He's pissed.
Yeah.
He kind of flaps his wings, flying up.
Cool. So he provokes.
I'll give it to you. Yeah. I'll give it to you, Matthew.
So I am going to take this attack that I get to do unbalancing trick.
Okay.
To knock him prone.
Well, it's standing up from prone, so.
Yep. So if
he would be
hit
considered prone already.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I will just do a normal attack. 27.
Because he is considered prone, you still hit him.
For an additional 14.
Okay. He doesn't like you. He exhales a line of acid, a 60-foot line that goes down the hallway, all the way to the wall about. Reflex save for you, Matt Toivo. Brian Toivo.
Is it sonic acid?
It is acid acid.
I
It
got
is
a 23
acid
though.
rock.
That's not bad.
Okay.
I'll take it.
I have a 27.
Everybody got their saves? What mythic tier are you?
4th.
Do you have mythic saves?
No, that's
No,
5th.
I think that's
Okay.
5.
So everybody who doesn't have evasion saves for half. Everybody does make it. That is full acid damage.
So half. Do you round up or down for players?
I round down for pretty much everything.
Okay. So 14.
Yeah, nope. He's not a familiar, so he doesn't get evasion, right? I believe.
Animal companion, he might. I think they get it at a certain point.
Oh, but maybe because yeah. I don't know for animal companion.
Yeah, I don't.
And he
think
gets
animal
it back
companions-
in a long ass time.
Oh yeah, evasion.
So
Third level.
Toivo does not take anything. And he flies up after taking a lick, and he hovers. So you see that there's a bunch of dust and books and shit and papers start flying around. And you can see him just fine, Matt.
Okay.
Brian, he has concealment against you, 20% miss chance.
Gotcha.
And beyond that is total concealment. So within 10 feet, clear vision. 15 to 20 is 20%. 25 feet or more is total concealment.
Okay.
And that ends his turn.
As a move action, I'm going to engage.
Before you
with
go,
Song.
there is somebody before you.
There is?
Yeah, we just can't see them.
Boom. A bolt shoots at you, Matt.
Okay.
Do you have uncanny dodge?
I do not, but I saw him.
This is not the one that you saw. It's this one right here that just popped up.
Okay. I do not have uncanny dodge. My flat-footed AC is a 23.
Okay. 12. 13, because you are point blank. That hits.
Yeah,
It is
Tango can't
not.
even do anything to increase me by that much.
It is not a possible crit, which is good. One off from that. So you take 15 points of damage.
I do have a 25% chance to be immune to crits.
Okay, it was not a crit though. Is this for
Or
sneak attack?
Yeah, it's for both.
Okay. How much did you say? 20?
25%.
25. 1 to 25.
Yep. Okay. 15.
And then on your turn, you will take 4 points of bleed.
Okay. I take 8 points of that damage. Tango takes 7.
Okay. That ends his turn. You see something shifts out of the wall next to you. It is a shadow. It reaches out and attempts to touch you. You are not flat-footed against this thing because it just comes out of the wall.
Awesome.
Does an 18 hit your touch?
Toivo is going to use his loyal bodyguard ability and raise my touch AC to a 19.
Okay.
Toivo or your little minion? guy?
Sorry, Tango.
Tango.
And that is it for its turn. Brian, you are now
Okay.
up.
So now, as a move action, I do Rage Song and draw my pistol. Then I am going to. You said I had concealment on the dragon. Do I have concealment on this guy?
Yes, you would have. You'd have 20% mischance on him. But if you 5-foot step up, you would no longer have concealment on the dragon. You would have a clear shot.
Okay, but then I'd have to. But I did a move action already. So then, as my standard action, I'm going to cast Haste.
Okay. So that'll hit you, Nick, Matt, but not Toivo.
Okay.
Because no two within are 30 feet more apart.
Gotcha. That's one of those.
You could, I guess you could pick Toivo or Matt.
I'd pick Matt.
I figured.
And then, as a swift action, I'm going to burn a mythic point. To give Matt an attack roll. You get to add 4 to the attack roll, and you bypass all damage reduction.
Cool. I'm going to attack the dragon. 29.
You hit.
Do I do any bonus damage from your given? Oh, I just overcome DR if they have any.
You overcome DR, and then actually for Rage Song, I don't think it's going to necessarily matter for the dragon, but it is. Oh, sorry. Where's my sheet? I had it printed. Where? Damn it. Did I go past it? Sorry. Please hold. You get Scent. You get. You get Celestial Blood, which gives you resistance 5 to acid and cold. That will be handy.
Yeah.
You are considered good aligned for bypassing damage reduction, and you get to add a d6 points of damage when you damage an evil outsider with a melee attack. But also, you get Scent.
Nice.
Those are my rage powers.
Hit for 15.
The dragon appears bloody.
Awesome.
Bloody mad.
Wait, why did my... Should have been...
What else, Brian?
That's it. That's
your
all
turn.
my hunk. Yeah, that's all my turn.
One more thing, Matt.
Yes.
Appears next to you that you did not see.
Fuck.
A bugbear.
Yeah.
Cool.
That appears to be wielding a short sword and a dagger, and he strikes out at you with each of them.
Okay.
The first attack is a 26 to hit your normal or your flat-footed armor class.
Flat-footed. Toivo will use one of his Tango will use one of his additional to increase my AC by 4, bringing my flat-footed to a 28.
I'm guessing that since you're doing that multiple times in a round, it's per attack.
Yeah, it's per attack.
Okay. Second attack. 24.
He'll do it again.
Okay. Third attack. Ooh, 13. Miss.
Thank God he missed, because he can only do it 3 times right now.
Fourth attack. 14 misses. He will spend a key point for an additional attack.
Motherfucker.
A 25.
That will hit.
5 attacks, 1 hit. That's not a
Wow.
bad rate.
No, it's not.
Not a bad rate at all. So you also do have a 25% chance on this because he has sneak attack.
Cool.
67. He does sneak attack you.
Okay.
6. 14 points of damage, a very medium roll. But you also take 1 point of strength damage.
Okay.
And that ends his turn.
Okay.
So this person knows, the one that was in the corner here, knows that you see him. He's going to relocate.
Okay, I do have scent.
Okay, so you can pinpoint the square that he is in when he moves adjacent to you, but his attacks don't provoke because you don't see him, right? Or his movement and attacks don't provoke. You're just aware of where he is, right?
I'm aware of where he is, so I'm not flat-footed. Well, once he's within 5 feet, I know exactly where he is.
Okay.
Oh, actually, because of the scent, when Brian gave it to me, that one wouldn't have been a sneak attack from the hobgoblin. Because as soon as Brian's song went off, scent would have hit me, and I would have known that was in that square.
Okay, then that is 6. Well, it's still a you still have a miss chance, don't you? No. He's not sneak attacking you because of
Oh, he's sneak attacking me
he's
because of
flanking
flanking.
you.
Okay.
Yeah. If you get a provoke from this guy being invisible and moving by you, then you can attack him.
I will attack him. 25.
You hit him.
13 damage.
And he's like, fuck, he can see me. Moving the dragon out of the way. He is going to take a shot at the guy who's singing. Unfortunately, that means that he is going to lose his... He's not going to get to sneak attack him because the hover gives Brian concealment. And he will lose his invisibility. But that will hit Brian. Because it is a nat 20.
Yeah.
Ooh, does a 14 hit your flat-footed?
No, my flat-footed is a 25.
Okay, so you get hit. And that's about it.
You know.
8 damage. And he goes right there. The cat, who comes back the very next day.
The cat just got hit, so probably instinct would be to attack, right? Even though he's got a squeeze. Now he's considered large but long, so I don't know if that helps.
He's still squeezing.
Yeah, unless he has the narrow frame. I think it's a feet.
Yeah.
Uh, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What's his move? I got it right here. 30. So he can only get to there.
Okay.
Well, I suppose if he double moves, right?
Yep, sure.
He's actually gonna have to stop there because he can't sit in the square with allies because he's large, right? He has to be two sizes
Large and squeezing. Yeah.
Yeah. So he has to end his movement there because he can't end his movement in ally squares.
Yep. Nick.
Nick. Nick will move to there because he can't end on bad guy squares, but he can move to there.
Yep.
And then he blows his whistle.
All right. This guy's like, holy shit, there's a freaking cat there now.
Giant saber tooth type. A cat the size of a horse.
That's scary.
And then Nick will cast defensively. Greater Magic Fang. Using his rod, which will allow him to get the cat at a range.
Okay.
And that'll be his turn.
Night Owl. So you can see he's flying, and his wings do not appear to be affected by having
by the way. Sorry.
Just gone underwater. It's like the water just has shed off of his wings. He flies to there, and you can see a bolt of energy starts forming in his hand, and he throws it at the dragon as a touch attack.
Noise.
$16 touches, definitely going to hit the dragon. For 10 damage. You see this, it almost looks like a magic missile that he throws, but it's not. He didn't cast the spell. He throws this bolt of force that hits the dragon. And he moved to get there, so that is going to end his turn. Round 2, Matt.
Matt's turn.
Matt, you've got all the flanking stuff.
Yeah, it's a +8.
I believe so.
I'm going to trip attack the dragon.
Okay. He is flying right now. Can you trip him while he's flying?
Oh, he's flying? I'll take care of that next round.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't think you can trip. Like you could grapple, but you can't trip.
Yeah.
Then I, with my first attack, I'm going to trip this hobgoblin.
Yep, the bugbear.
The bugbear. 45.
Yes. He falls down.
So here's the best part. It provokes an attack of opportunity, him falling down from all of my allies that can reach him.
Right, because
that would be the cat and anybody who has a reach weapon. If Nick has a reach weapon,
I don't think Nick does.
If it provokes from you, I don't know, but I think it provokes from. It does from the cat for sure.
Yeah, and from me, so it's the same roll, so 45 to hit.
Okay, you hit.
Oh no.
I hit for 15 damage.
Does a 28 hit from the cat?
Yes.
All right. And then grapple. Which is a does a 38 grapple it?
Yes.
So just like a cat trying to catch a little birdie, he grabs it and pulls it down and goes. Rah!
It like snags him.
Brian, how much strength bonus do you give?
It is
Because I scrolled past it. Thank you.
+4 morale to strength and con.
And does 14 damage when he grabs that thing out of the sky.
And my other 2 attacks are going to go against the dragon.
It looks pretty wounded.
Yeah. So my first one's a 32. My second is a hit possible crit 41, 29 to confirm.
All hit.
With my last hit, I am going to pop my studied strike. I'm assuming I overcome its DR since I have a magic weapon.
Sure.
Oh well, do you want me to roll all my damage together, or do you want
That's
me to
fine.
split it?
You
Okay.
can roll it together, split it however you want.
Okay. $53 damage.
Describe your kill.
Yeah, just
and keep in mind this is a flat out kill.
yeah. First swing, just cut off one of the wings, and as it loses its balance, just the back swing, just like through the base of the skull.
He goes into a tailspin, and you catch him on his way down, nearly severing his head.
Is he considered rough terrain in his square?
I would say so.
Okay. Then I will spend a mythic point.
I would say it doesn't count as rough terrain for the cat.
Because the cat's so much bigger.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Just checking what I have. Spend that mythic point to activate my fast healing. This way the bleed will not tick off.
Oh, yeah. So you do take the damage at the beginning of your turn, I believe.
Okay. So
but you can negate it for subsequent turns.
Yeah, so I'll take the 4. I'll only heal 1 this round then.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately that's all I can do because of movement for right now.
Okay. The dragon is dead. And after the dragon is this guy, who now has a big ass cat in front of him. He is going to drop his crossbow. And he's going to draw. Does he have a quick draw? Nope. Uh, he's technically flanking the cat, though. Dropped crossbow, draw, rapier, stab at the cat. Does a 27 hit the cat?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry, I had to check.
Okay. Does the cat have any sort of fortification or anything like that?
No, not that I'm aware of.
All right, so it takes 16 points of damage, and on its turn, it'll take 4 points of bleed. Unless you heal it before then.
Okay. On its turn, it takes the bleed damage, or on the dude's turn?
On its turn.
Okay.
At the beginning of its turn.
And it goes before me, so.
It is the Shadow's turn, who is flanking you, Matt, and is going to attack you.
Since the creature is grappled, it cannot be flanking me.
He can still attack you. He just can't take attacks of opportunity against you, right?
Oh, because he's not pinned yet. Correct. Sorry.
Yeah, if he's pinned, then he doesn't threaten you.
Yeah. Normally Toivo does the pin, but it's Toivo's full turn to do it. So yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's right. Whenever he grapples, he gets a free chance to pin, which I forgot about.
14 touch.
Tango will push against the wall, preventing the attack from hitting me.
Okay, it misses you. This is really good that this shadow is missing you, because it's not good to be hit by shadows.
It is not good to be hit by shadows. They fucking suck.
Brian, you are next.
I am going to so first off, Rage Song is still up with Lingering Performance. Haste is on round 2. I'm gonna 5-foot step. Where's the shadow?
It's around a hard corner from you.
Yeah, that hard corner is kind of the pain.
You know what? I don't like the shadow. So we're gonna do something about that. First attack, 30 touch.
Can you attack it around a hard corner?
Can I? I can see the token. Like, I'm assuming it would get cover.
Yeah, I believe it's 50%, I think, for hard corner.
Well, sorry, is it a mischance, or is it like a mischance percentage, or is it just add to their AC?
That's what I'm checking.
I think it's actually just, I'm going to give him cover, but I think it's actually just you can't move past the hard corner.
Yeah, I'm actually looking. It is, can't move through it. Yeah.
But I mean, a 30 is gonna, are you shooting him?
Yes.
Do you provoke when shooting him in melee?
Do I provoke when shooting in a melee?
Yeah.
I have precise.
Okay. But he is
I
in.
would still, if I'm in reach of him, then I would provoke.
You are. "13 touch."
I got a 16 with the haste.
So he misses you and uses his attack of opportunity, and you hit him.
Okay, so first shot is going to be 5 magical bludgeoning and piercing and 6 fire damage.
Okay.
My next attack, 21 touch to hit.
That hits.
That's going to be 9 magical piercing and bludgeoning and 3 fire damage.
Okay.
And then my secondary attack, 15 touch to hit.
Yep.
And that's going to be 8 magical bludgeoning and piercing with 6 fire damage.
You're not ghost touch, right?
I am not ghost touch, but it is magical.
He looks like he is getting pretty insubstantial.
All right, then. So that was my full round. Then I'm going to spend a mythic point. And I think I'm going to do, since Matt's swarmed by stuff, I think I'll give Matt another attack where you get to add +4 to the attack and bypass damage reduction.
I guess I'll go after the shade because it looks, or the shadow because it looks pretty getting less incorporeal.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, Brian, how much did you say I get to add?
+4 to the attack roll because it's our tier. And then you ignore damage.
39 to hit?
Deduction.
I am just assuming.
Yes.
For 17. Brian, you're holy. Does that do, is it only to evil outsiders?
Only to evil outsiders.
Assuming Shade's not an evil outsider.
No, it's an
No,
undead.
sadly.
I was hoping.
Is it ghost touch?
Unfortunately, it is not ghost touch.
Okay. Still up. All right. Does that end your turn, Brian?
Yeah, that's all my hunk.
It is the Shadow Snake's turn. Which he is gonna kind of waste his turn. And you can see his body like collapses into shadow, and he reappears right here.
Oh, the one that was being grappled?
Yeah, he is not grappled anymore. And that ends his turn.
Where did he go?
He just moved 10 feet
So
to
he's,
right here.
he's the center one? All right.
Yeah. This one is going to...
Does it matter that he's grappled by magic?
What?
Because the
he dimension doors out of it.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Just checking. I wasn't sure if he just like went ethereal and moved or not, so that's why I asked.
He used a shadow jump.
Gotcha.
This guy is going to drop his crossbow, draw his rapier, and he is flanking Nick unless you have an uncanny dodge type ability.
Nope, because I didn't know that there was a shadow there. I mean, I see the figure there, but I was just figuring. I didn't realize that's what was going on until in the heat of combat. So.
And he is going to use his combat expertise ability because he's wounded. So that offsets flanking. A 13.
Well, that's gonna miss.
That is gonna miss.
Thank God.
Toivo.
Toivo looks at the one that just sneak attacked him.
Which I think is this guy right here.
Yeah, just kind of looks at him and then jumps. Did you give the cat haste or did you give me haste?
The cat does not have haste, but you and Matt and I
just wanted to verify. I heard that there was the decision of which one was going to get it.
Yep.
And he is actually not being flanked. He doesn't have anybody else adjacent to him, so it's just a normal. Oh, magic fang though. And I did the magic thing where all of his stuff is a +1 as opposed to 1 every 4 levels, so all of his weapons are considered magical and +1. So, this is going to be the bite. Oh.
Nat 1.
That's a bummer.
Bad kitty. Bad kitty.
But then he's going to claw for a 32, and he's going to claw again for a 33.
Good kitty. Good kitty.
Chat has redeemed a dice reroll.
So that bite is going to actually be a 38.
Okay. It all hits.
Which means he's also going to get raked.
If you are able to grapple him.
I thought rake was if you hit with all your attacks, the rake comes for free.
That's rend. Rake is you need to grapple them and then you get free rake attacks.
Oh, well, chances are he's going to get the grapple off because he's got 3 of those that he can attempt. Do you want me to roll damage first or do you want me to roll the grapple first?
You probably want to roll damage first.
You want me to put it all together?
Yep.
So 48 damage. Not including grapple or rake.
Don't bother. He's unconscious when the rake happens, when the grapple happens on the last attack. So the cat gets the grab, gets 2 rakes. It just shreds him into this bloody ball of horrible violence.
Okay.
Nick, your turn.
I am going to move to there. Over to the dead corpse.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to... Oh, how much damage does the cat take from the bleed?
4.
Is that every round or just once? I don't really
do a lot every
bleed.
round. Oh. I think it continues until he's healed.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of bleed stuff.
So. I believe it's each round.
Yeah, it's each round until magical healing or the healing skill is, or medicine skill is used.
Right. Then I will. I have a wand. I do. What is an action to put an item away?
Move.
Is it part of a move? Can I do it as part of my move?
Stowing is not, drawing is.
Okay.
But if stowing or if you're sheathing something, that does provoke. If you're like sheathing a weapon.
Okay. No, I was just gonna put my rod in a bag instead of, because I only have so many hands. I got a sword in one hand and I got my rod in another.
Yeah.
So I will, instead of that, I will just attack this dude in front of me. Does a 36 hit?
Yes.
Does he take fire damage?
He does.
Take 7 points of fire damage. And then I'm going to spend a mythic point, and tell the cat to attack.
Okay.
And now that I'm flanking with him, he's going to bite that guy for 40 that I just attacked.
That hits.
I don't think I get the flanking bonus for grappling, so...
You do. It's an attack roll.
Yeah.
You just can't rake because you're not full rounding him right now.
Okay. Does a 51 grapple in then?
Yes.
So he is now grappled. And he can't do the pin right away. He can only do the pin if he is caught flat-footed, if it's the first round of combat until he gets the chokehold ability.
How much damage does he do? Another nat one. 14 damage. Oh.
From a bite. And he's grappled. Oh, so, sorry, 15 Magic Fang.
15. He's
Thank you, Redneck
pretty
Jedi.
hurt. Pretty injured.
And if somehow he gets another attack, then he'll attempt to pin.
Does that end your turn for Nick and Toivo?
That ends my turn. Yeah.
It is Night Owl. You see Night Owl has a spear next to him that appears to be floating in space. And he says, "Evildoer, face the wrath of Night Owl!" And he points, and the spear levels itself and flies through space at the grappled rogue that is adjacent to a wall. 13 plus. So it is higher because he is using his telekinetic volley. Plus 18. 20. That is a terrible roll. 24. He's grappled, so he has -4 to his armor, to his dex. And I think that's all he has.
Yeah.
Just misses. Just barely misses. Okay.
Yeah. If only Night Owl were up here, then he'd get that, that flanking bonus.
That is going to end Night Owl's turn. Matt.
5-foot step to here. Spend another mythic point.
You know what? Hold on, Matt. I want Night Owl to be cool tonight.
Okay.
So I'm gonna spend my reroll on him and hope he rolls higher than a 1 or 2.
He just hit.
He does roll higher than a 1 or a 2.
He does. He just barely hits. Okay. So 4. Or 20 damage.
Oh, nice.
The spear buries into him, and you can hear the sound of the head of the spear clang off of the wall behind him. He's impaled by this thing. He is still moving. He's like held by the cat, and you know he's still alive because a hand comes up and like bloodily wraps around the haft of the spear and it gurgles. Continue, Matt.
That was this one?
That is this one right here.
Okay. So I spend my mythic point to redo my arcane strike, and I'm going to make my sword ghost touch.
Okay.
And then I'm going to swing at the shade.
All right.
$45 to hit.
You hit.
For 7 damage.
Does not like that.
Still standing.
Still standing. Yep.
My hasted attack. 43.
You hit.
For 10 damage.
Poof. Dissipates.
Sweet. With my last attack,
No.
I am going to...
Hold on a second. Because I have to look and see if he's got to make a fortitude save. This is like, ow! As you see, killing the shadow has a visible, tangible effect on him.
Oh.
And he makes it.
Okay.
That's such a consequential nat 20 for him.
Yeah. So he is going to be tripped with my last attack. 41.
Okay. He is tripped. He is grappled by the cat.
So he is grappled and tripped.
Yes.
Which then provokes an attack of opportunity from Nick and Toivo and me.
Okay.
41 to hit.
I think, yes, that hits. The 3 of you don't need to roll damage. He has 11 hit points left. You can describe your team kill on him.
We all stab and pull in parts, like Lego Man off.
Okay. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
This guy is a bloody pulp. The shadow is gone. Brian.
All right. So green 2. Paste 3
Sorry, I'm just laughing at Brian's where he posts his haste thing on there, and it's his bardic song. Haste.
Yeah.
Do haste.
Mm-hmm.
Do haste, me.
I'm gonna 5-foot No, maybe you don't want a 5-foot step. Let's see. This is Matt, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's Nick. So I got the guy in the corner.
Yep.
All right. Well, he's gonna have unhappy time.
He is.
Starting with my hasted attack, 33 touch.
You hit.
That would be 13 magical bludgeoning, piercing, 2 fire damage.
Okay.
Then I do my regular attack, 30 touch.
You hit.
8 magical piercing, bludgeoning damage, and 6 fire.
Okay.
So he's still up.
Yes.
Third, 15 touch.
That is his touch.
That will be 6 magical bludgeoning, piercing, and 6 fire damage.
So what happens is there's a lot of violence in this room all at one time. The guy gets pinned to the wall, he gets like ripped apart by 3 things. The cat jumps on this guy and like is a bloody ball of like ripping this guy to pieces. And really, that thief that just got that thief that you just attacked is looking at the cat and what's happening to the guy, and you see he throws down his rapier and he's like, fuck that, I don't get paid enough to and the first 2 knock him against the wall and he slides down and then boom, and it splashes against the wall and we're out of combat.
Couldn't hear you out this over the sound of my anger.
Does it sound
Night
like
Owl flies in and it's like, justice, and takes his
yes?
spear.
Does it sound like the roaring of the baby triceratops is coming from this doorway?
Nope,
or
it
more
sounds
back
like
from
it's echoing from behind you.
It's up and
Okay,
around the upper room.
Yep.
I think that's where we go first.
I agree.
This poor thing sounds like it's being tormented or tortured.
Yeah.
I'd like, as soon as I heal the cat to stop the bleed, I start moving up there.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we got the haste for a couple more rounds. Might as well use it for the extra movement.
Yeah, and I will just tell the cat to lay low. I'll call it with the whistle.
Okay.
I will move up there. I will use.
I'm about to open the door and I stop when you get there, and then I move aside just in case. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to move my guy.
And
I move aside
cool.
so that Matt can check the door for.
I had 10 extra feet of movement, so I will move up. Hopefully relying more on my trap spotter, but this round I will use a wand charge on Tango. Because you know, to help top him off.
And I do put my rod and everything away, so I just have my sword out.
Ooh, awesome. Oh shoot. I'm gonna, Andrew, can you click on Tango and add 9 hit points? If I click him, he's where the door is, and it's just gonna open the door.
Yep. Oh. You're talking about Tango.
Yeah.
Where in the F is Tango?
He's on my, if you're looking at the token, the upper left-hand corner, he's hidden underneath that door sign. So if I click him, I'm just gonna open the door. Oh, that works too.
Like, just move yourself over, do it, and then move yourself back.
Yeah. Okay, I can. Awesome. Thank you.
There you go.
So you know what my trap spotter is, 30 plus whatever the D8 is.
This door is not trapped, nor is it locked.
Okay. I will then open it.
Okay. You open the door, and inside this room, immediately the screeching of this Triceratops, you assume to be, gets louder, but you don't see anything happening in this room.
Okay. I have
In
no
the
movement
room.
left.
Yes. In the room, you see the most obvious feature of the room are the two large vats that are filled with, on what on first inspection appears to be dirt. However, with your keen eyes and a closer inspection, you can see motion within the tall glass tubes, a subtle roiling. There is a single stairwell that leads up to the ceiling, but it appears to be caved in with rubble and stone. There is one denizen in this room. It is something that is kind of terrifying looking.
Yeah, you wanna make that bigger?
I will make that bigger.
Hopefully,
Very
Rage Song
good.
helps us out here.
It looks like that.
What?
That's fucking amazing.
And as
I
soon as you
love
open
that.
the door, it turns on, and it takes this great sword and slings it over its shoulder. And we need to re-roll an ish.
Man, I don't have the shatter spell. I wish I did right now.
I'm updating mine. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm in.
You guys let me know when all of you are updated in.
I am updated in.
I am updated.
Okay. Brian, are you good?
I'm in. Yep.
All right. The Lab Guardian goes at a 24. My dice don't like you guys tonight for initiative rolls.
But Nick goes first with his 24 plus 5.
And Brian goes before me with his 25 plus 8.
That's awesome.
Brian, you are first.
Okay, so I imagine when you guys open the door and see the thing, do you say anything? Or do I hear like, oh shit?
I mean, are you even with us?
You
Looks like you're in
hear
the other
Matt.
room.
You hear Matt say that is awesome.
Yeah.
Or I guess
Like-
you can roll a perception check to hear that. Because there is the sound of screeching.
Is that a swole brain in a jar? Yes, that's a swole brain in the jar.
Yep. And again, the image for everyone.
We don't need to look at that. Let's look at the hags from Crimson Throne instead. That one hag, because this is
17 for perception.
17. Okay. Be careful what you wish, Nick. There you
no.
go.
No! Damn it!
17. Yeah, that's probably good enough.
Okay,
I didn't even think that you could do that from there.
15, 20, 25, 30. I guess 35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
Okay.
Oh, as a swift, I will do Rage Song again. And then the haste, this is technically 4 of 7 rounds. So that was a move to get there. I am going to... Honestly, I think I'm going to try and heal myself.
Okay.
At least a little bit. I'm going to do a Cure Moderate. Oh wait.
12 hit.
I'll do the spell first, then the rage song. Because I realize I can't. If I'm doing the rage song, then I can't cast. So I'll do it in that order, if that's okay.
That's fine.
And then that'll be my turn.
Nick.
Nick is not having this thing. Nick points his sword at it and says the command word, and ray of fire ray or whatever the hell it's called. Him.
Scorching ray?
Yeah, that's it.
Roll your touch attack.
It's a scorcher.
$23 touch.
You hit its touch.
Oh my god. 9 fire damage.
The ray hits it, and you see the fire licks its frame. You doesn't look like there is any discernible effect on it. In fact, it just makes it look cooler and scarier with like a big backdrop of fire around it. But the scorching ray seems to have no effect.
And that makes me think, what the hell is this thing? And I try and figure out what the hell this thing is.
You can just hear the through the fire and flame starts playing. Make an Arcana.
I do not have an Arcana. I have a high hint though. I don't have Arcana, but I rolled a 16.
You have no idea.
Okay.
But you do say, what is this thing?
Yeah, so what the hell is this thing? I'm going to switch my animal focus to the mouse, which will give me evasion because I have no idea what this is. And if it's going to do something, it's likely at this range, it's going to hit Matt before me, unless it does some sort of spell that hits us both. So I'm just going to take evasion just in case.
Okay.
Because I don't know what this thing is. So, although it's got a giant sword, so I'm guessing it would much prefer to just walk up and smash.
Maybe.
I'm like, guys, there's something. It's something. I holler down the hall. Something's here. I ain't got a clue what it is. But it's big, and it's big, and it's scary, and it's got a brain in a jar. And I don't see Steve Martin anywhere.
Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
It is its turn. Brian, you are the only person in the room, and you are at least partially barred. So as you see it get hit with this fire, and it has like the scorching ray kind of deflects off of it, and there's a bit of a flame going through the room. Immediately in your head you hear this and it starts trudging towards you. And it 5-foot steps and is gonna make 3 attacks at you with its great sword. 20. First one is a 33 to hit you.
Yeah.
The second one is a 21 to hit you.
No, thank goodness.
And the last one is a 28 to hit you.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So You take 22 points of damage from the first strike. From the second attack, you take 21 points of damage.
Ooh. The goggles, they do nothing.
Great sword. Crits on a 19, not an 18, unfortunately. Well, fortunately. Not unfortunately. Fortunately. You have delay poison, but you feel when the greatsword hits you, something pumps into your veins. Roll me 2d4.
Total of 5.
You are immune to the effects right now, but when the delay poison goes, you will have to roll an addiction roll versus Shiver and Pesh. As you are afflicted with 2 random drugs. But it is considered a poison, so you don't suffer the effects.
Dear Lord. Okay.
That ends the Lab Guardian's turn. Matt.
I'm going to start with a Knowledge Arcana roll to see what the F this is.
This is a pretty unique creature.
32.
Is 32. That being both amped and chill? Dude, I'm so amped.
32. Unique is 15, isn't it? Or is that uncommon? Okay. So you know that this creature is known as a Lab Guardian. It is, you've heard of custom constructs being made of it, It is a neutral large construct. And a Lab Guardian is built off the base of an alchemical golem.
Okay.
However, instead of alchemy, where they inflict fire or energy, this one obviously has different effects. You get enough to get 1 question about this creature.
Weaknesses.
Would you rather know a physical defect or a magical defect?
A physical defect, I think.
Okay, so you can bypass its DR with adamantine or bludgeoning, but otherwise it's a DR of 10.
Okay. I will share that information. I will then move up with escape route or whatever the shared feed is. I won't provoke by going up.
Is escape route still up if you changed your animal focus, or?
Yeah, his focus is different. The spell he casts shares his teamwork feats with us.
Okay.
But I did have to move 10. I will spend another mythic point to make my weapon Construct Bane. And I will use oh, I don't have that feat yet. That is fine. I will just lash out with my unarmed attack because I have improved unarmed strike.
Okay.
And that's bludgeoning.
It is bludgeoning.
And I will punch this thing.
Okay.
Oh, that's a bad roll for 20.
You strike at this thing, and your impact, you impact it, but it's like punching a bus from the real world. Your hand hurts, and its body doesn't even move.
Awesome. That's what I do.
Okay. Night Owl. It's gonna move up, and I think collected his weapon. He is going to his movement doesn't provoke. I think he's just going to cast a spell on himself because he sees this big fucking thing. A pane of force appears at his side. He has a shield up. Toivo. It is Toivo's turn.
He moves to there.
Okay.
That is a double move for him. That is 80.
Round 2. Brian.
Okay. Then what was the... Four of 7. Okay, so then... Okay. I am not doing great. How's Matt looking?
He looks okay.
Okay. So the Rage Song is still lingering. Oh, right. I forgot I had I can add one hit point back. Because I forgot the damage reduction. All right. So what I am going to do... I would like to attempt to cast defensively.
Okay.
And that's my level plus caster ability score, or not ability score, but modifier.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, your caster level plus relevant ability modifier.
Gotcha. Okay. This is going to be a second level spell, so I need a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Bingo. And I am going to cast Mirror Image on myself.
Okay.
I apologize. I'll double check real quick to see how many because I don't remember, because I don't cast this as often as you guys do. Mirror Image. Okay, so a D4 plus 2. All right. So a total of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I am gonna, and I apologize, Andrew, did you say this is like a stairwell?
It appears to be a stairwell that has caved in.
that is caved in. So is it just considered rough terrain? Or is it like that whole space is filled in?
You could potentially squeeze by it.
Could I fly over it? How tall is the room?
You could kind of fly around it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna provoke and I'm gonna move. I'm gonna fly past it to land over here.
Okay. So I'm gonna send you a message in Roll20.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
Ooh, okay. There you go. Another Roll20 message.
Okay.
And you're free to continue moving yourself. It will attack you though.
Yep, yep.
It's a 37 to hit you, and you have images up.
Oh yeah, I've got 5, so
So it's a number 1 through 6.
okay. So we'll say the highest is it hits me.
Okay.
Of course.
Oh!
Wow.
And that's where the old school 3-game ends, is right here, guys.
It hits you and you're flying, but it sort of like catches you, and with a full overhand swing, it launches you into that wall effectively.
Okay, I'm still up.
Yeah, you guys can see that there is like a layer, a wave of black blood coming out of Brian's mouth. He looks bad.
I only joked about becoming a Pesh addict. You really didn't need to become one for real.
You don't know I'm a Pesh addict. You just know I got hit to shit by the guy.
You're also afflicted with Flayleaf now.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
But you're immune for it at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, that's I'm let's see, I cast
You cast a mirror image, you moved. So you have a swift action if you have anything to do with that.
Oh hell yeah. I'm gonna burn a mythic point to allow Matt to take an attack with a +4.
25.
Misses.
Oh.
Well shit.
Does that end your turn, Brian?
I'm sorry. Yes, that is my end of my turn. My apologies.
Okay, Nick.
We're going to cross our fingers on this one because I did see that I have something. Don't know if it's going to work or not. Matt, do you remember the dagger that I was given to by Baba Yaga, even though I don't know it was Baba Yaga?
Yep.
Chat redeems a heal.
Ooh, a heal. Do you want to use spicy chips to...
Oh.
That's all right. I'll take what I can get.
You get a cure light wounds is what you get at minimum caster level.
Hey, I'll take it.
So I'm going to...
That'll be 9.
It's a good cure light wounds.
It's an awesome cure light wounds. Thank you, Ilana.
I'm going to pull out my uber special dagger.
Okay.
I'm going to point it at the construct because I all I know is it's a construct because that's what Matt said. I don't know if it's immune to shit like a golem. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to point the dagger at the damn thing and I'm going to activate because I actually do have shatter, except for its mythic shatter.
Ooh.
Okay. Roll damage and roll damage as if it were a crystalline creature.
So it is 35 points of damage.
It staggers as you hit it with this shatter ability. You can see a bunch of angry bubbles come up in its brain jar.
Does the jar start to crack a little bit?
It does look like it cracks a little bit, and its joints have cracked a bit.
Shatter, guys. If you have shatter. I mean, and I don't know, because shatter automatically treats one magical object as a crystalline creature, so I don't know if this counts as a crystalline creature normally, or if it's because it's the mythic version, so we'll find out if anybody else has a regular shatter.
Maybe we will. Does that end your turn, Nick? Or you have swift action, drew the dagger. If you have quick draw, that's a free action, otherwise it's move or part of a move. You could issue a command to Toivo.
Yeah, I could have him move up into the room. But I don't... Yeah, actually, I am going to... I'll spend another mythic point to move Toivo into the room. I didn't mark down my last one because I don't even have him on there. There. So that's spending another one. So it allows him to move and attack. I don't know if I can move, or if I don't know if he'll be able to have enough movement to attack, but 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That would put him there. And he's not squeezing, so he can be next to Matt. Right?
Correct.
And that's within his movement, so he does get an attack.
Yes. And he does not provoke.
And it is magical. It's not bludgeoning. But if he hits, he still gets a grapple, right? $44 to hit.
44 hits.
$18 damage.
What is this? A claw or a bite?
This is a bite.
Bite is all 3 damage types, is it not?
Correct. Actually, you are correct.
So the bite does bypass his
The bite
DR.
does bypass, that's right. Yeah, it's the claws that I think do just slashing.
Yeah. 18. And you get a grapple.
39.
39.
Oh, actually, it's not a 30. That's a 39 plus 45.
Okay. A 45 does grapple.
Oh, nope, sorry. It's actually a 39, 40, 41. 41. I was adding adding something that I
still
don't
grapple
have.
it.
Okay. Oh yeah, he gets a +4 to start or maintain. So no, I was right. Okay. So he grapples.
Mm-hmm.
It's not his turn. Okay. It is grappled.
Does that end your turn?
That ends my turn, yes.
It is its turn. It cannot use its large-sized greatsword because it
it's
is grappling
grappled.
now. So you see it drops the greatsword and it delivers 2 hammer fists to Toivo. The first hit is only a 22 to hit.
That will miss, thank God.
The second is a 27 to hit.
That will hit.
You see Tango goes, no, since you're within 5 feet of him, and will increase Toivo's AC by 4.
No! Toivo normally has a 24, so that brings it to a 28.
24 to 28. All right, it just misses then.
Yes! They're little
And
aminal
that's
buddies.
2 slam attacks, so that is all for its turn.
Oh,
Matt.
God.
I'll move here. Can you move Tango over? He's stuck in the door for me. I don't know if you can. I might just have to drag a new one out if you can't.
There you go.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. And Nick, you said like, I don't got nothing bludgeoning, but I got a dagger. And then you're like, shatter, shatter. And I'm like, a little thunder, a little lightning. And because I'm hasted, I'm going to punch 3 times.
Thunder, lightning, ears, nose. Sean William Scott.
35 to hit with the first punch.
You hit.
As my swift action, I'll study combat it. So that actually becomes a 27, 34, and a 42.
Those all hit.
Okay.
I'm really surprised that Chad is very merciful to you guys tonight.
They're not helping the bad guys? Is that what you're saying? They're not helping us either.
Well, Brian got healed.
That's
I got
true.
healed,
That's true.
and it was a pretty decent low-level heal too.
I guess they did make us eat hot chips, though.
Yeah.
They did make
Some
us
of
hot
us.
chips.
So I'm gonna do damage all together because that's bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
56 damage.
Oof.
From all the attacks.
It looks pretty bad shape.
And that is all I can do. Oh, except my healing still ticks off. Or ticks up.
Night Owl is going to throw his spear at
Chat
it again.
redeems a heal.
Bad guy because the Nick talked shit.
How many chips you chomping?
I'm gonna do 2.
3d8 plus 7. Did you breathe in?
Ooh.
It's a little bit of heat. A little bit of stale, not so tastiness.
Oh, the fire's back.
Yep.
Just so you know, water actually spreads the capsaicin around and makes it worse.
I don't care.
That's why I don't drink water when I do it.
It's a placebo. Night owl, right. $16 is definitely not going to come close to hitting this thing, even while it's grappled. Throws its spear and it just off of it.
Hold on.
Huh.
Chat has redeemed a dice reroll.
I think he should re-roll that one again.
He needs to roll pretty good to hit this thing, and he has not been rolling well tonight. That's good enough.
Yeah.
I hope so.
That confirms. He crits throwing a spear.
Does he have the ×3 spear or the only ×2 spear?
It is ×3.
Oh, nice.
$32 points of damage. You see he hits this thing, and for a second it looks like the spear goes right through the jar, but you can see a faint outline of Asmodean flame surrounding this golem, and it does not, in fact, blow up or die.
Interesting.
Okay. Some things are happening.
I don't like that there are things that are happening.
Brian, you hear the screeching gets louder past this door, like much noticeably louder.
Okay.
Toivo.
Toivo is going to attempt to pin.
Okay.
It didn't try to escape on its turn.
Nope.
So... a 30 to pin.
You do not pin.
Next attack. It'll attempt to pin. A 35.
In fact, I believe because you did not maintain with the 30, you lose the grapple.
Okay.
Because you roll the CMB to maintain your grapple. You did not maintain your grapple, so you cannot choose one of the options, then you lose the grapple.
Wait. You can't choose. What do you mean you can't choose one of the options? Oh, so if I
when you
pin?
succeed on maintaining a grapple, you can choose to pin, move up to half your movement.
Okay. So I would have had to
deal
have
unarmed
maintained.
damage. You'd have to maintain.
Gotcha. Would it be 4 higher than that because I forget to add my grab ability? Would a 34 if I have maintained?
It would not have.
Okay. I mean, I did roll a 2, so... Okay, yeah. So second attack is going to have to be an attack then. Which would have been... Oh, numbers. 12, 13... A 32 to hit. For the... I'm guessing it would be a claw, because his bite would have been the original.
A 32 does just hit.
All right. The claw probably won't do damage. Well, it might. It will. Actually, it will. Because he's... So, 15, 5 after DR.
Okay. And you get another grapple.
It's gonna be 4 higher than that. Because I forgot to add the grab again.
You do grab it.
38. All right. And then I can't do the other attack. I can't maintain till next round because I don't have a feat for that.
Correct.
So,
I believe you need it's rapid grapple or if there's a monster fate.
but I can still do the other claw attack because that's a small weapon, correct?
Yep, you can use natural weapons.
It's a natural weapon, so.
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure we're doing the grapple rules on this right, because I thought normally grappling is a standard action, but if this is how you guys usually play it, I'm
because
cool
he's
with
got the
running
feet
it.
grab. Whenever he does a natural attack, he gets to grapple for free. That's why he's doing it, because he gets to do it for free with each of his attacks.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I can look. I'd rather know the actual rules than...
The actual rules is when you are the grappler, when you maintain a grapple, unless you have like greater grapple, which is a move action to maintain, it's a standard action to maintain the grapple. And then if you have feats, you can do that as a move action instead and spend a swift action if you have rapid grapple.
But he has grab, which is which is a monster trait.
Which the grab ability allows you to deal normal damage when you make an attack and grapple as a free action without provoking.
Correct.
But he was already grappling, so he's trying to maintain the grapple now.
Right, but he failed to maintain grapple.
It's okay, just keep going.
Right?
We don't need
to...
to
so if he
bog
fails,
down
he's just done. That's his round. It's a full round to maintain, is what you're saying?
It's a standard action to maintain, so
Okay,
you have a move
that's fine.
action.
That's fine, if that's what it is. I'd rather know the right way and do it the right way. So there we go. So he doesn't attack because he used the standard action to maintain and he failed. So they are no longer grappling.
Yes.
There we go.
Brian.
Okay, now that all that's up, Brian is going to use his spell kenning to cast Shatter as a full round action.
Nice.
Okay. Is another shatter coming? I ran out of water.
A little spicy there. Do you need another heal? I kind of want to heal the bad guy. Just see, take a couple more chips.
Being your delay poison, you took away the funnest part of this combat. It gives you bonuses. Just
was
makes
just
you
assumed,
addicted to drugs later.
I assumed they're going to use real poisons, and I didn't want to be like messed with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just full rounding.
Okay. You don't get to do the spell kenning yet this round?
Well, it takes a full round action to cast the spell.
Oh, okay. Is it full round or one round?
Full round.
So then it would go off at the very end of your turn, right?
Yeah.
You're shattering
or
doing
I thought full round went off at the beginning of your next turn, unless I screwed
one
that
round. That's one round. Like summon spells that say one round.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Because
so
it's a
then
whole round versus just your full round action.
Gotcha. Okay, so then this would so it would have to make a fortitude save. DC is 17.
Is this shatter?
Yeah.
Roll damage.
Okay.
Treat it as a crystalline creature.
That's pretty awesome.
One D6. Wow, per caster. Okay.
The only reason I thought shatter is because of the big glass dome.
Yeah.
Brian, describe your kill.
Yes.
Brian, so when he's casting the spell, he's kind of miming like he's holding a crystal goblet and he's doing this thing as his pitch just increases in intensity. And then all of a sudden he just kind of grasps with his fist and then the glass just and shatters.
And you see the brain just pops. And it just falls to its knees and then it's flat on its chest. Nick?
I full charge to the door.
Okay.
And sheath my dagger.
Okay. Roll a will save. Or are you trying to open the door or
No,
just
not yet.
moving
I don't have
toward,
enough. I don't have enough actions to open the door, unless
You're
you
not
say I have
hasted
enough
any?
actions because I had
Are
to
you still
store a weapon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay, never mind. The lab guardian is destroyed. Matt.
We still hear the screeching of the Triceratops baby.
Yeah.
Or something.
Can I like reach beyond Nick and open the door?
You can. I need you to roll a will save.
For some weird reason, is it a will save based poison?
No.
I figured not, but you know, I got a bonus. Ooh, I am gonna spend a mythic point. 21.
21. Okay. You reach out and you pull the door, and for a second as you pull the door open, there's another door behind it, but you see this arcane static that goes with it, and the door is open. There's some sort of illusion. And on the other side of this door, you see this.
Well, I don't like the look of whatever those are.
And he is making the motions of casting. And in between his arcane mutterings, you can see him say, "Well, hello there. Welcome to my humble kitchen." And that's where we're gonna end tonight's game.
Oh man.
Oh, awesome. I forgot about him.
What do you mean you forgot about him? That implies that you knew about him to begin with.
Yeah, what aren't you telling us?
Yeah, what are you not telling us, Matt?
This is an amazing thing.
No, it
he
doesn't look very
sound
amazing.
too. He doesn't sound too thrilled about it.
Does not seem amazing. Not at all.
Nope.
Not in the slightest.
I'm actually kind of terrified by whatever's to the south of him, also. Because that doesn't look scary enough to be in here, which means it's super scary.
Aww. Aww. Aww.
Boy, Brian, you almost bit at this game.
Oh my god, that guy hit me so hard.
You know, wish he hit you so hard.
No,
But you hit him hard back.
that's true.
Yeah, what's the black and white person on the map that we see?
The halfling.
Okay.
Shouldn't be scary. Feels like it'll be scary.
It'll probably be scary. Probably be scary. Yeah, for sure. All right. For those watching, this game will return in about 4 weeks because that is how it works. And I'm trying to look here. I believe next week, a week from tomorrow, is Curse of the Crimson Throne. Am I correct in that, Andrew?
You are.
So there we go. 1 week from tomorrow will be Curse of the Crimson Throne. So if you want to catch us for that, we go back to the remaining other group of characters that are in that little world that we haven't done in the aftermath of the Crimson Throne. So we're going to see kind of how that lays out and how that ties into all of the other things that happened before. Maybe they tie into the Stolen Souls campaign that's currently residing in this other alternate universe as well. Who knows? We'll see what happens there. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., we're going to be doing Skull and Bones. It's not to surprise anyone, but Skull and Bones tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., bright and early. So we'll be doing that. Shocks, right? Shocks. However, today's not over with, guys. Today is not over with. If you play Idle Champions of Forgotten Realms, I'm going to have a free code for you to play. We're also going to have some Idle Champions running in the background. We also are going to be showing some podcast episodes. So feel free to stick around. Keep your lurks up throughout the night. It's going to be super helpful for me, and I appreciate all of you for being here. For all the people here, for Matt, Brian, Andrew, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for being part of this. I appreciate you guys. To the chat, everybody who participated, thank you so much. Thank you for the hype train as well, everybody. I appreciate all of you so very much. With that being said, we're going to swap on over to the Idle Champions stream setup, and I'm going to start getting the title change and all that kind of stuff. So stick around for that. Thank you guys for being here, and we'll definitely see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Otherwise, I'll be off and on for the next couple hours here tonight on stream still for a while. So we'll chat with you guys all in a little bit.